Hi, welcome to this video. I'm going to introduce you to 40 Answers, a game developed by whitesock.it and Villa Montesca within the project Life 2, Learning Interculturality from Religion. 40 Answers is an applied game, so it has been conceived with an objective. And here in particular, we have two goals, a general goal and a specific goal. The specific didactic goal is to give players involved a basic knowledge about the main contents related to the main European religions. The general educational goal is to promote integration by showing how religions are an element of unity across different cultures. And we want to meet this goal without speaking of religions just as a social historical fact, but with a cognitive approach where the spiritual issue is not secondary. So what's the idea? In 40 Answers, we try to show to players how every religion can be considered as a collection of answers to social and personal needs, which are not specific to a nation or culture, but that are kind of universal. We tend to have those needs as human beings. The game proceeds by showing players some of these general needs and asking them to answer by using concepts, rites, and beliefs of the main European religions. They have several answer cards, and they will try to use them meaningfully by providing, in this way, interpretations that will be discussed during the game. 40 Answers is a multiplayer game in a local area network. That means it doesn't need an internet connection and just needs smartphones for each player, and a Wi-Fi network that can be hosted on one of the smartphones too. The game can be played by 3 to 8 players, and one of them will be a player but also a master, since it will be the one hosting the match and pushing the next button at the end of each phase. In this example, we have 3 players. One of them is the master, who might also be a teacher or a moderator, who might promote and handle the duration of discussion phases, or maybe provide some hint if he sees the players are very disoriented with respect to the contents. Every round starts with presenting to all the players the same cards. On top of the screen, you can see the need cards, which are the cards with a blank background and a text, which is always an individual or social need. The players also have 5 answer cards, which have a small text and a deepening. Every player has to match every need card to an answer card by choosing the cards that, in his opinion, can be interpreted as answers to that need. For example, beliefs linked to the themes of resurrection and ascension are often seen as an answer to a personal need, or believing that death is not the end of everything. Once the player makes the associations, the game asks for a confirmation. Once all players have confirmed their associations, the game goes in the round score screen. In this screen, the players can see how they get points for every association they made, which has been made by other players too. In other words, the game rewards the most shared associations by giving to each player 10 points for every other player who made the same association. Why this rule? Why do we reward similar interpretations? There are 2 reasons. 1. If you want to maximize the probability of giving the same interpretation of other players, you can't choose randomly. You will want to find the most meaningful association, and to do so, you must read and understand the meaning of the answer cards. The second reason for the rule is that it rewards the players that mostly are able to approach religious contents without biases and shows sensibility and ability to assume different point of views. Since the player invested commitment to find the most meaningful interpretation, they will find it unfair if that interpretation is not endorsed in the group and so not rewarded by the game. So, in the discussion phase, players talk to each other to justify their choices and hold to account for the shared interpretations, also because they need for insights to raise their chances of finding a more shared interpretation in the next round. Once the master of the game decides the discussion is over, if every player is ready, he can call the next round, which proceeds like the first. At the end of 4 rounds, the game will elect the winner, which is the player with the high score. A match can last from 15 to 40 minutes, depending on the time dedicated to the discussion phase.